Good to hear you there, Larry. KG5. You got my number, so do it anytime. Roger, copy that. I would have definitely got on it. Roger that. KG5 PT, standing by for now.
Well, it's W50G Mobile. And, yeah, there's a little activity going on Texas Nexus right now. So W50G monitoring also. Good morning, Dale. I know you see me on the list. Mr. Mike put me on.
Yeah, we put you on the list. You're on the list. Good morning, W5PIX, W5OG.
Hey, Brian, WB5DRI, are you in here?
Yeah, KG5PTE, WB5DRI. Yeah, good morning, James.
Yeah, I wanted to let you know that I programmed my FT991A this morning for C4FM, and I've been using it, and it works really good, so FYI.
Okay, well, I guess I'll have to get mine set up for that.
Yeah, Doug at 8ICT, he's got a Texas Nexus repeater. So it works great. So thought I'd let you know that, Brian.
Okay, well, thanks, James. I appreciate that.
Roger that. KG5.
N5PE, W5OG. John, K0ZNC is on Echo Link. I'll bring him in. Bob's on his way to Salt Lake this morning. W5OG be starting up the Air Force and Flyers Club Net. Top of the hour, about 8.5 minutes.
Okay, Dale, very good. I'll get him on the list. Thank you.
No, thank you, Lee.
Hey, Lee, what's for lunch?
Maybe chicken fried steak leftovers.
All right. That sounds good. Beats what I've been eating anyways, but well, just like I said, we're still sitting here waiting on something to break loose. Anyway, all right, just wanted to give you a little hard time. And been listening for you on 2 meters, but you hadn't been saying anything, so but I haven't been on 2 meters all the way through either. So anyway, standing by the Air Force's Flyers Club here, and see what's going to happen anyway. W5PIX Mobile.
W5PIX N5B. Cliff, I'll be on this afternoon with Larry. And any bad time from you is a good time.
Well, We're waiting to see what's going to break loose here, so we're under an empty trailer and, just hanging around. So who knows? I might still be around this afternoon.
W5PIX, KG5PT. Have them milk the cow and we get you a load to Waco, park it, come to the meeting with us tonight.
Well, it all depends, what's going on. Like I said, if I got a Kirkland for Monday, which, they're working on it, and I might be able to do that, James, but, we just got to wait and see.
No problem. Anyway, standing by for next, KG5PT. Everybody's sounding top choice on the Utah SDR today. I am not hearing anything on the local radio because the air conditioner next door is running.
Well, don't feel bad. I don't hear anybody locally either, James. So, so I'm going to turn my inverter back on. I think it's on. I don't think I turned. Yeah, I did turn it on. So turn it back on. So yeah, it was nasty this morning on 40 meters too. Couldn't hear Charlie over in Lubbock at all. So, but did have Francis over in Louisiana there. He was relaying. So, anyways, yep, it's just one of them days, So the commander's fault. He's left Idaho and he's changed all the microwaves in the airways there. Over.
Oh no, we're not going to blame Bob for that. All right, well I hope he has a good trip. Yeah, this 991 does really good, Cliff, on C4. In fact, by the way, John, AI5NCO, he does have a simplex node in Killeen. I done forgot all about that. Anyway, I'm going to clear out of here for net, KG5PT.
This is Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf, the airport display subnet. We'll start top of the hour here in about 3 minutes now. Good morning, Bob. Good signal. Well, good morning. It's 10 o'clock here in the central part of the country. Time to start the Thursday edition of the Air Force's Flyers Club Net. This is 65 Oscar Golf. I will be net control for the net this morning. My name is Dale. I'm located in East Texas, about 100 miles east of Dallas, out in the country. This net meets on this frequency every day of the year. Members of the Air Force Flyers Club are active, retired, and veterans of the military air forces from all branches. We include air crew, ground crew, air traffic controllers, and support personnel. Pretty much anyone in the military who's reported the aviation mission. And visitors are also welcome to join us on the net. You don't have to have any military experience or aviation experience in order to participate on the net. You're most welcome. The purpose of our group is to build fellowship between those of us radio amateurs who spend a portion of our lives supporting the missions of our Air Force. This is a controlled net, contact net control. Please use the word contact, relay info, or check-in. And we have a very nice website. I'd like you to check that out, airforcesflyersclub.org. I'll say that again, airforcesflyersclub.org. And the way we run the net is we have a list on NetLogger. If you'd like to check in, join us on that list. You can do so using NetLogger. I will also stand by here for over-the-air check-ins here just shortly. So far on the list this morning, I have the following stations. I got the K0ZNC Don on Echo Link, and I'll bring him in this morning. Commander Bob, K1BOB, is en route to Salt Lake City to visit his kids. And a little break away from Idaho there. And next is W5PIX into Mobile, top of the list. Good morning, Cliff, again. And then our NetLogger N5BE. Thank you, Lee, for all you do. And Chief Mike up in the Choctaw, WW5ENZ. Got Art, WX7 Lima. And James, the KG5PTE, with a good signal to the SDR this morning. I've got the ops officer there, Sparky, W50G Dales in Sparks, Nevada. Good morning, Carl. And see that Brandon is in here, KI5SXE. I haven't heard you yet, Brandon, but I'm sure I can get you on the Utah SDR. Let's see, we got left. WB4LES may be in and out. He's got a pool party this morning. Sounds delightful. I've got Charlie, K4YDB, and speaking of Charlie, he has a live stream on YouTube where you can see today's question being live streamed there for you. You go to YouTube and search for K4 Yankee Delta Bravo, K4YDB, you'll find it there. Next is Jim, W6WAY, and then Bob, K2SJP, with his normally big signal. I got Joe out in Las Cruces, W5ABI. And next is my younger brother Brian in San Antonio, WB5DRI. Good morning, Brian. Love to you and Susie there. Hope everything is well. And I've got Larry down in Florida, KB0LTT on the home base. And I've got Ray, W50G Good morning, Ray. And Professor Bob, NX6RG. Got Ed, KK7UNA from Green Valley. And I've got Mike. I almost fell for it, Mike. KQ6E, good morning to you, Mike. It's Michael Thomas, or is it Thomas Michael? I forget. Anyway, good Irish name. Let's see, also listening this morning, we've got N9KJN, Norm, and John, WA6LJS, and K7ARN, Ken. Good morning to you, gentlemen. All right, that's the list as I have it so far. Let me take a standby and see if we have any additional folks. If you're not on the list and would like to join us this morning, you can call now, W50G.
November 7, Mike Zulu Whiskey.
Couple
The net in progress.
November 7, Mike Zulu Whiskey with a big signal. You need to remind me your name and location, over.
Normally in Cheyenne, Wyoming, handle Chuck, and today I'm visiting my 89-year-old camping shack in Morgan County, Utah. Barefoot 7300, old TH5 Thunderbird beam at 7.2 feet. I'm a retired medic and former surgical nurse. I'm assisting my 89-year-old and 87-year-old parents with some health issues. But
W4PUO, there's a net in progress at 14290.
November 7, Juliet Mike Oster, retired first colonel, former B-25 flight engineer, second career with TRW Aerospace, etc. And I program 7 zebras walking, JR, Chuck Jr., and checked in many times from my home QTH in Wyoming. But we'll give you those 2 check-ins with no traffic, and regretfully will request short time on helping them out with several issues break.
Well, mighty fine, Chuck, and good to hear from you. And yeah, November 7, Mike Zulu Whiskey, and your father, November 7, Juliet Mike Oster. Well, thank you both for your service and for what you're doing now. We appreciate all of that. Also that you're able to get here and join us on the net with a good signal. You're good S9 with me there, Chuck. So that's November 7, Mini Zebras Walking. That's on the list, Chuck, unless you want to be in and out, that you did have a nice transmission there, over.
Yeah, I'm glad I have a good signal that my father's doing home exercises for torn rotator cuff, and my mother just went into a facility here with around-the-clock nursing care, but she's getting stronger. We'll be coming home, but I'm running through myself with various projects, cleaning a vertical milling machine for sale, etc. So we will be in and out today, but you have your 15 over on celibate speed with no preamp. I'm using a Heil Pro Micro headset on box, barefoot here with a little backup 7300 ICOM, and I'm surrounded here in the basement by a couple of R380s, H2 100s and 180s, and Argonauts, just walls and walls and walls of a lot of classic gear. So I'll say 7-3, and thank you, sir. Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf, November 7, Mini Zebras Walking. I don't remember if I told you, but I was Minuteman 3 SAC missile manager for about half of my 20-year career. 7-3, sir. God bless.
Yeah, well, God bless you and your parents there. That's great that you still have your parents with you. Anyway, 7-3, Chuck, thanks for joining us this morning. Any other check-ins? Are there any other check-ins? I think there was one other at least. Call now, W50G. K4, Victor Sierra Kilo. Victor Sierra Kilo. Your name is QTH, over. Got the Air Force's Flyers Club net, Jim. The Air Force's Flyers Club net. We meet on this frequency every morning starting at 1500 Zulu. And are you wanting to check into our net there, Jim, this morning? Yeah, great. Well, thank you for your service. I know you're an old-timer, and you've checked in with us before. Are you a member, by any chance? I seem to recall that maybe you're a member. Over? No, anybody that supported the aviation mission and the security police certainly qualify there. Anyway, Jim, check out the website. We'd love to have you join us as a regular member. There is an online application if you'd like to join. Victor Sierra Kilo, thank you, Jim. We'll put you on the list this morning. Stick around with us for a while if you can. Any other check-ins, call now, W50G. All right, fine, Jim. And glad to hear from you anyway, and we'll get you on the list here. Who was the other station there? The Sierra, I think it was a 4 Sierra. It didn't get the whole call. Go ahead. It's Whiskey 4, but you're right at my noise. You don't have to go one more time there if you would. W50G. Sierra November Tango, I believe it is. Do I have the last letter as Tango? Is that correct? Okay, Whiskey 4, Sierra November Tango. Mind if I give me your name and QTH if you would, please. Okay, it's Bert, right? Not Burton, but Bert, short for Burton? Okay, we got you on the list there, Bert. Mighty fine. Let me see if I can get a call out. Let's see, I don't see W2WLD. How about you, K2SJP, Bob? Down in Florida, would you put a call out for additional check-ins, please? W50G.
K2SJP W4PUO, Bob. And Bob, I'll be a short timer.
Oh, okay, fine, Bob. Thank you. And I did hear Lee there on the SDR. Good morning to you, Lee, W4PUO. All right, how about, let's see, one more call for check-ins from the West Coast. How about the NX6RG? Bob, would you put a call out, please? Okay, thank you. I see that Lee has got him up there. Lee has Lee up as a short timer. Thank you, Bob. All right, let me get to today's question right quick. I struggled with this question, and I hesitate to even ask these. This is more along Lee's lines. N5BE, but anyway, we'll go with it. Has to do with these next generation jet engines. As you probably are all aware, there is a big development program underway, a kind of a competition between GE and Pratt & Whitney to develop the next generation adaptive propulsion program. To develop the next generation adaptive propulsion program designed for enhanced performance, fuel efficiency, and adaptability in future military aircraft. These engines currently being developed, as I mentioned, by GE Aerospace and Pratt & Whitney incorporate features aiming for greater power, range, and thermal management capabilities. My question this morning, which of the following is or are not key features and the new technologies being developed in the NGAP program? Which of the following are not, is or are not key features and new technologies being developed in this program, in the NGAP program? The next generation adaptive propulsion. All right, and the answers are A, adaptive cycle engines, or ACE. Adaptive cycle engines, or B, advanced materials. B is advanced materials. C is additive manufacturing, 3D printing processes. Adaptive manufacturing, or additive manufacturing. Additive manufacturing, 3D printing. Answer Delta is hybrid electric technology. Answer Delta again, hybrid electric technology. And answer E, if you think all of the above are correct, you can just tell us echo. All of the above are correct. All right, let's go ahead and get started. And let me bring in Don here off of Echolink. I'll do that myself here this morning. So, Don, K0ZNC, go ahead. I'll bring you in for the net, W50G.
Thank you, Dale. Good morning to all the flyers and our visitors. This is K0ZNC Don in Longmont, Colorado. We have another nice day brewing here today. It's pretty much typical for the time of year. It's currently 68 degrees and going to a high of 87, I think they said. And we've had 3 forest fires. I think 2 of them are pretty much under control. One of them happens to be in a national park that we got here. It's called Black Canyon National Park. And they're having a little bit of a problem getting it under control. That canyon's about 1,500 feet, and it's in a wall. And it's about 30. It's down in the canyon as well as on top of the canyon. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's even on both sides of the canyon. That's a real challenge for them. Let's see, the question. I'm going to go with all of the above. Put me down for all of the above. And give me a shout on the 76th round. I don't know for sure that I will be here, but if I am, of course, I'll come back. With that, I'll turn it back to you, Dale. Thanks for running the net and tagging me in and title passing me. That's hands full today. With that, we'll turn it back to you, Dale. W50G K0ZNC.
Okay, Don. This is W50G. Mighty fine. Good simulcast. I think most people heard you well. I had the volume down a little bit. I had to adjust the volume settings on the fly there. Let's see. I got the mic gain up just a bit high here. Let me back off some on that now. All right. Let's go to our mobile this morning. W5PIX Uncle Cliff. Good morning again, Cliff. You're up for the net. W50G.
Well, good morning to all the flyers there, and good morning up there, Don, there in Colorado. And yes, I have to say that your transmissions of Don there on off of your radio is very good, very clear, and so we don't have too much problem listening to Don's answer. But I'm going to have to ask, because I really have not a clue what GE or Pratt & Whitney's working on, what kind of stuff there. You've done gone way over my pay grade on this one. So, but anyway, sitting here in Fort Worth, it was 86 degrees. It's very comfortable, and still waiting on a load to pop up. So we're just hanging around the yard here, doing much of nothing, and playing radio. So we do have the Wi-Fi on, the Fusion. So and did have Farrell come in yesterday afternoon. So they have KA5YES. No, that's wrong. Anyways, I need another cup of coffee to sit here and brew. So anyways, I'm going to pass it back to you, Dale, W50G, W5PIX.
Okay, Cliff. Yeah, get that inverter going there and get that coffee ginning up there. Mighty fine. You're electing to pass, I guess, this morning. Well, I didn't mean to make a question above our pay grades, but this one, if any of them would qualify, this would be, I assume. All right, let's see. If I'm sure Lee didn't hear the question, but anyway, but it's his turn. So W4PUO, go ahead and take your turn, Lee, and somebody needs to bring him in. He won't be hearing me probably. W5OG. NX6RG, would you tell W4PUO it's his turn, W5OG?
Will code W4PUO. Lee, you're up. Please take your turn. Is this James, KG5PTE, over? No, this is NX6RG, Lee. Oh, NX6RG. Okay, thanks for this is W4PUO. I'm not hearing anybody locally here, Bob, and so I'm going to bow out. But I was talking to a station just below us on 288 before the net from Colorado, and he gave me a pretty good signal report. So, and he was about a 5.7. So I don't know what's going on with the band, but I'm really having trouble here. I can't hear anybody. I heard a good signal from Bob in Florida, K2SJP. That's about it, though. Plus yours, NX6RG. So 7-3s, guys, and they'll catch you the next time. Hopefully the band will improve here in a few days. W4PUO, 7-3. Okay, Lee, this is NX6RG. Very good, and conditions aren't very good here either, Lee. I'm topping you locally above the noise, but not by a whole lot. So just not great conditions this morning. Anyway, Dale, Lee gives his 73s. Not hearing too many stations this morning, so he'll catch us further down the log. W5OG, 6RG relay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that, Bob. And I heard Lee fine on the SDR. All right, 7-3 to you, Lee. I know you're not hearing me, but anyway. Let's go to a couple of our guests here. Bert at W4 Sierra November Tango he said it says here Coral Springs. Anyway, W4 Sierra November Tango, if you're still there, Bert, you're up for the net at W5OG. There's a net in progress on this frequency. The frequency is in use. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead, Bert. W4SNT. I was copying you fine. Go ahead. All right, Bert. Most of that was Q5, but that station came in on top calling CQ on the frequency. Anyway, glad to hear from you, Bert. Did you hear the question this morning? Would you like to have an answer there for the question? Over. Okay, well, sorry you missed that. Anyway, thank you for joining us this morning, Bert, and we'll leave you on the list. Come back around for our 73 round if you'd like to continue to take part in the net. All right, let's move along. Let's go to another visitor, K4 Victor Sierra Kilo. K4 VSK, you're up, W5OG. K4 VSK, are you there, Bert? Or I'm sorry, it's somebody's still calling CQ here. The frequency is in use. Are you hearing me there, old man? W5OG. W4 Victor Sierra Kilo. Let me move along here. Are you there, Jim? W5OG. I don't hear Jim. Let's go to Lee. Avoid some confusion here, Lee. N5 Bravo Echo. Go ahead, Lee. You're up. W5OG. Good morning.
W5OG N5BE. Boy, oh boy, it's been a busy morning on that logger. Good morning, Dale. Good morning, everybody on the net today. I'm going to have to be a little bit careful with my verbiage here on this question. I could go on and on about it. So the adaptive cycle engine is a key part of this program, and the engine will give you a third stream of air. Now, think about a normal high bypass engine or even a low bypass engine where you've got one stream feeding the core of the engine and you've got another stream, a fan stream outboard of that you do things with. And I won't get into all of the things you can do with it. But this engine gives you a third stream of air. These aircraft are very, very heat intensive relative to trying to cool the avionics. That's the F-35's big problem. And but you can use this third stream to do things. You can use it for thermal management. You can put heat exchangers in that third stream. You could use the third stream for more thrust. You could use the third stream for cooling your exit nozzle on your engine to help with IRLO. Yeah, that's an acronym. So there's a lot of stuff you can do. The engine also has a brilliant control on it where if it sustains battle damage or if something goes wrong in flight, it can change itself into adapting to the conditions. And I won't get into all the LO aspects of it, but you can trade range and sustain flight by moving certain parameters within the engine to help you with observables where you can cut corners on radars that you normally couldn't cut. So there's a lot involved here. So I'm going down the list, and I'm sorry for the commercial and the engineer, but the only thing I'm not crazy about is hybrid electric. I don't know what that is. So all the other stuff, adaptive manufacturing, that's been real for 10, 15 years now. And advanced materials, yes, but hybrid electric technology, I don't know what that is. So I'm going to go D as the dinger here, Dale. And I like the question, obviously. W50G N5BE.
And disgusting. I'm fascinated by this, Lee, so you're just going to have to put up with it, I guess, this morning, because I wanted to make it into a question somehow or another, because it is absolutely very interesting to me, and as I say, very fascinating. A very bright, shiny object. Anyway, mighty fine, Lee. Delta is your answer. Let's go to Mike at WW5ENZ. Go ahead, Chief. You're up. W5OG.
Okay, W5OG, this is W5ENZ. Yeah, it's funny. That's a great question, and I think it's well, first of all, let me tell you what we got going on here. We got 88 degrees and it's sunny, and my part for the RV is supposed to come in today at 11. So the thing I lost on the highway the other day because the guy didn't put the screws in. So I had a foreign object, or a dropped object report. Anyway, they bought me a new one, and I'm going to go get it today. Other than that, as far as the question goes, I'm not quite able to tell you. Technology was part of the new engine stuff. Anyway, that's just a wagon. I hate to go against my partner in the engine troop, but I'm just going to go for Charlie. I don't know. Who knows? All right, I'll turn it back to you. W5OG, WW5ENZ.
Okay, very fine, Mike. You're going to go with Charlie. Go swimming a bit against the flow there, I guess. And we got you down there for that answer. Thank you. And yeah, one of the objectives in RVing is to leave as little of your evidence of your passing as possible. All right, let's move along. Go to James. KG5PT down in Belton. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Stand by, James. Let me get Art in turn here. At WX7 Lima. Art, you're up next at W5OG. Okay, Art. Yeah, 7-3 to you, and have a great day there in New River. And hopefully you're sounding good. Good signal, so your new digs are going to work out well there for you, I hope. 7-3 for now, anyway. Now we can go to James. KG5PTE. Good morning again, James. You're up. W5OG.
W5OG. Good morning, Dale. Good morning to the Flyers. Everybody's sounding good on the SDR, and thank goodness we got it. I'm on SDR number 4 right now listening to you, Dale, so working well on the FT710 here. And I don't know, I think I'm going to go echo. I'm going to say all the above. Good question, though. I can't wait to hear the answer. And that's all I got right now from that. So I'll turn it back to you and say 7-3, and I'll give my 7-3s at the 73 round, and I'll be here for Echo Link as well. But maybe later today we can talk on digital. Back to that.
Yeah, fine, James. Anytime. That'd be great. I've got it going here, and it's working well. So anyway, good to hear from you. Got your answer as Echo. Let's go to the ops officer there. Sparky, good morning. KF7GJO, you're up. W50G.
Clarity and quality anyway. You know how it is. You get going down the project, but seems like nothing ever gets accomplished. So, answer your question. Makes me wish that I knew more about the next-gen engine. And, boy, which of those questions are not easy to the one that sticks out is electric technology, and maybe if we had a Ford Escape hybrid that the other one, really interesting technology, but I'm just having problem adapting how that vehicle works to an aircraft engine. So I've got to eliminate delta, hybrid electric technology, as something that is not a key feature of the in-gap engine. So, interesting question. I'll be looking for the website to hear the answer to it. So, with that, everybody, W50G DJO.
Okay, Carl. Mighty fine. Yeah, good analogy there, and good to hear from you. Good signal. And yeah, I heard that the DX station coming in underneath us there. I hope he can hear some of us, maybe enough to perhaps go to a different frequency this morning. Anyway, we'll move along. Let's go to Brandon and Wiley, my neighbor just to the west. KI5SXE. Good morning, Brandon. You're up. W50G.
W50G, KI5SXE. Thank you very much for running the net. Hopefully somebody out there can hear me. I don't know. It's been pretty terrible conditions on my end. So hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm going to pass. I couldn't hear the question. It's been really noisy. But I'm glad everybody's out there. Thanks for being there on the net. And I'm going to pass it back over to next people. W50G, this is KI5SXE. 73's all. I'll be cool.
Did you turn it back, Brandon?
Roger. I'm 73's and clear also. Over.
Oh, okay. You're going to go ahead and pass along your 7-3 now. I got a phone call and a couple of other things going on. So anyway, mighty fine, Brandon. I understand you could not hear the question. I apologize for that. Anyway, it is on the YouTube live stream with Charlie, K4 Yankee Delta Bravo. All right, let's move along. Let's go to, let's see, next on the list would be Les. I think, yeah, WB4LES. And he says pass. All right, WB4LES, are you there, Les? Go ahead, W50G. Okay, Les. Yeah, I spent 2 years on Guam, so I know I'm very familiar with what you're talking about. And yeah, they are delicious. And yeah, and I understand all of that. And you're going to go with Delta. And good to hear from you this morning. Hope you enjoy your pool party there. Let's go to Charlie, K4YDB. Thank you, Charlie, for the live stream again. And you're up, W50G.
Not going to be very comfortable outside, but there is a light breeze. I was out there earlier this morning, so I don't think I'm going to be doing much today. I got that doctor's appointment tomorrow. I'm going to drive up there, and then my son's going to pick me up, and we would have to do some things to get everything moved around so I can get that procedure done on my left eye. But right now, conditions are not as good as they were yesterday, but Dale, I'll tell you what, you've got a really good signal in here today. Hearing you very nicely, no problem at all. James is coming in good. Mike is coming in good, but the visitors, for some reason, I'm not picking up very well. But anyway, that's all that's going on over here. But as far as the question goes, I don't have a clue. So I'm just going to Delta out. I'll go Delta and see what happens. W50G, K4YDB, I'm back to net.
Okay, Charlie, got you down for Delta, and mighty fine. Let's go to Jim, W6WAY. Good morning again there, Jim, out in Corona. You're up, W50G. All right, fine, Jim. Yeah, I got you down for Delta, and good morning. Good to hear from you as always. All right, Bob, K2SJP. You're up, Bob, W50G. No, Bob, not hydro. It's hybrid. Hybrid. In other words, a mixture between regular jet engine use and some way incorporating an electric to it. So anyway, not the hydro, but hybrid. Okay, fine, Bob. Very interesting comments there. Glad you enjoyed that concert last night. Sounds great. I guess that was on public radio, perhaps, or what is it? Public broadcasting. All right, we'll be back to you in the 7-3 round, Bob. So and Echo Line. Let's go to Joe, W5ABI in Las Cruces. Good morning again, Joe. You're up, W5OG.
W5OG and the Flyers, W5ABI. Good morning from the city of Crossville, and good morning to the rest of the net. Beautiful morning out here, sunny, no wind. It's about 80 degrees, going up to 89. We had over 2 inches of rain the other night here, and some flooding, not here, but in a small town between here and El Paso, and they had to close part of I-10 down. But nice and sunny today. We're in the process of getting the shack rewired for 220. We got that ACOM 1500 coming tomorrow. It's a mind-boggling. I downloaded the info off of the internet, and boy, I'll tell you, this old brain, I don't know if we're going to comprehend it, but I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually. Things are moving at such a fast pace, I don't know. Anyhow, my answer to the question is Delta. We'll be here in the bottom. Thanks again for running the net. W5OG, W5ABI.
Okay, Joe. Yeah, mighty fine. I was surprised when you mentioned that the other day about getting your shack rewired for 220. I thought you already had that for your SB 220. Of course, it works on 110, but only at 500 watt level. And that's true of all the amplifiers. But anyway, yeah, glad that you're getting that done and a new amp. So we'll look forward to that. You always have a pretty good signal anyway. All right, let's go to my younger brother, Brian. WB5DRI. Good morning, Brian. You're up, W5OG.
Okay, Dale, W5OG and the net. This is WB5DRI down here in San Antonio. Well, good morning, Dale, and love to you and Carolyn there. And good morning to all the Flyers and to the net. Nice day down here in San Antonio, but it's going to be a hot one. We're scheduled to get to 100 degrees today. One of the first days of the century mark that I can recall. But we're about 86 right now, and our low this morning was only about 75. But it's going to be a hot one here. But it looks like it's going to be a nice day, though. Probably a nice day for flying. It looks pretty clear out there. Anyway, good to be here this morning, Dale. Good net and great question there. I think I'm going to go with Delta and get in that line. But that would be my answer. I'm not sure about that. I'm kind of like Lee, N5BE there. I'm not sure about that electric technology there. I can't see how that would really fit with all this other stuff. I think that would be a separate, completely separate thing for some aircraft maybe, but maybe for electric aircraft. But I know they have some of those even now. The technology that's out there in the world is amazing, but I think those other things are more prominent for newer engines. Anyway, thanks for getting me in there this morning, Dale. It's been a busy week. We got a lot of things going on here this week. We got our front door refinished, and we took our wall clock to the cleaner's guy to get it cleaned, and my wife's got her sewing machine out to be picked up after being cleaned and oiled. So we've been running around doing all kinds of things this week. And we're also getting together with one of our grandsons. Our youngest grandson is coming over today to stay with us for a couple of days. So that'll be fun. Anyway, I'll stick around to the bottom, and good morning to all on the net. Thanks again, Dale. W5OG, WB50I, back to net. Good morning, everybody.
All right, Brian, mighty fine. Well, glad everything's going well there for you. We give our love to everyone there, all the family. Let's move along to delivery. KB0LTT is home today. W5OG, good morning again, Larry, you're up. All right, Larry. Yeah, it doesn't say much about my antenna. You're off the back. So, but it is, it's fairly sharp, and I can, even off the back, I can tell a difference when I rock it back and forth. Anyway, mighty fine, Larry. I do appreciate your participation in our net, and you are a great, welcome addition. Let's see. Let's go to Ray up in New Jersey. WB2JJ. Oh, good morning, Ray. You're up. W5OG.
Everybody on the radio. Let's see, we have a beautiful 5 degrees right now here. I'm going to go with Denver. I just think the other gentleman
Delta. Let's go to the professor. I'm sure he is well informed on all of this next generation technology. NX6RG, you're up, Bob, W50G.
W50G, this is NX6RG. Well, good morning, Dale. Good morning to all the flyers. Once again, we're under overcast and a little chilly this morning, but that's great for July. I'll tell you, we've been averaging 8 to 10 degrees below normal, and that's fine with me. I like a little bit cool. Anyway, great question this morning. You know, from what I've read about that program, it is quite interesting, but I agree with the rest, or a lot of the flyers, that Delta would not be included in that. That's a whole, I think, to get the hybrid electric engines, engines, you know, and a lot of that depends on the energy I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how that sorts out, but there are a lot of commercial entities going into that, so we got a lot of people scratching their heads on how to improve that particular type of technology. But anyway, the adaptive engine is quite interesting and great program, and but I'm going to go with Answer Delta. I think that's the one. And Joe, I got to be one and done. Over to our local community college shortly. American Legion is going to set up a table there. Today is what their veterans office calls Operation Gateway, so we'll be welcoming a lot of veterans for the fall term, and they're coming in today for, I think, some orientation. So anyway, we're going to be over there to meet them. So with that, we'll say 73s, and we'll find you next Monday before I'm on the air, because I've got a conflict tomorrow morning. So with that, W50G, NX6RG.
Okay, fine, Bob, and yeah, again, thank you for all your efforts with the support of our veterans, and that's great. And have a great day. Got your answer down, and we will see you probably on Monday then. So have a great weekend coming up. All right, let's go to Ed in Green Valley, KK7UNA. Good morning, Ed. You're up, W50G. Okay, Ed, mighty fine, good answer there, and good comment, and nice to hear you this morning. All right, let's go to Mike, KQ6E. Good morning again, Mike. You're up, W50G. Okay, Mike. Mighty fine. Good comments. And yeah, sorry you get you're on your backup antenna, but you got a pretty good signal even in spite of that. So good to hear from you this morning. All right, let's see about listening here. Doug, I have not heard from him yet. WF50, I believe it is. Whiskey Foxtrot 5 Oscar. If I have that correct, you're up, W50G. Anybody hear that station? I don't think he's here. Let me try one more time. Whiskey Foxtrot 5 Oscar, are you there? W50G. Okay, no luck with Doug, but anyway, thank you for the thought, and hopefully maybe you can join us some other time. All right, let me just see if I missed anybody. I think that's the first trip through the list. The rest are receive only, and that includes Norm at 9KJN, WA6LJS, KJ5IAI. Steve is in there, K6PX. Good morning, Steve. And K7ARN, Ken. Good morning to you, gentlemen, as well. And glad that you're joining us just listening. All right, that's the bottom of the list. Did I miss anybody on the initial trip through? This is W50G Call Now. Okay, I don't hear anything. Let me get to the question right quick. The question had to do with next generation jet engines being developed under the Next Generation Adaptive Propulsion Program. They're designed for enhanced performance, fuel efficiency, and adaptability in future military aircraft. Of course, that's all copied and pasted, and that's all true stuff there so far. These engines currently are in fact being developed under a joint program. They're competing between GE Aerospace and Pratt & Whitney, and the intent is to incorporate features to increase power range and thermal management capabilities. Question has to do with the which of the following are not key features and new technologies being developed under the NGAP, or Next Generation Adaptive Propulsion Program. And the answer A definitely is adaptive cycle engines, and Lee talked quite a bit about that and knows a lot about all of this. Anyway, advanced materials, that is definitely a part of the development of this new type of engine. And also the additive manufacturing and 3D printing processes. Now, hybrid electric technology. I wanted to very much to incorporate the idea of a magnetic flux capacitor. And I almost did that, but I thought, no, that would definitely give it away. Because there is, as Mike alluded, he talked about, well, I think that they are doing something about it. And if you look, there is an effort underway to somehow or another incorporate hybrid electric technology into future jet engines now for passenger aircraft, if you can believe it. But it's not under the NGAP program. So those of you that picked Delta, that was the correct response. It's the only one that is not included in this list of interesting things. I thought it was an interesting question, and great responses from the whole group. My congratulations to you. I don't think we're going to have time for a proper 73 round, and a lot of stations have already signed out anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up for comments, and then we'll take a quick standby for last-minute check-ins before we close the net and move over to Echolink. Any comments that anyone would like to add this morning? Call now, W50G. Whiskey 7 Zulu Tango. I think that's Bill. Good morning, Bill. Okay. You don't have anything for the net then, Bill? I guess he was just in and out. Was there another station calling? Try it again, W50G. I heard a tango and an X-ray in there, but I could not pull you out in the noise. Go ahead and try it one more time, W50G. Go ahead, Joe. Yeah, it's just really right at my noise level. Kilo Juliet 5, Hotel Juliet Foxtrot. KJ5HJF, if I have it correctly. Go ahead, you're up, W50G. Joe, would you see if you can hear that station? I'm not hearing him at all now. W5ABI, go ahead and relay if you would. W50G.
Yeah, W50G, W5ABI. I got the amp shut off, so I'm surprised you're copying me. KJ5 Hotel Juliet Fox, W5ABI. Dale, W50G, W5ABI.
And I don't know if it was just locally or something happened and the noise level went up dramatically for me. So I'm not hearing too much right now. Anyway, probably a good thing that we're going to go ahead and close the net here shortly. Was there any other comments or check-ins before we close the net? Call now, W50G.
Yeah, N5BE.
That DX station is just pretty strong. Was that you, Lee? Did you have a comment? N5BE, W50G.
Yeah, Dale, I just wanted to say a couple things relative to engine technology. The engine that's in the F-16 and the B-1 bomber share the same core. There's a thermocouple that's stuck in the gas stream to give the pilot something to look at. It does nothing for controlling the engine's performance like in other engines. It's just something there. The engine is controlled by a optical pyrometer that looks at every turbine blade as that turbine blade goes by. You're able to run the power right up to somewhere below the melting point of the blade, and that's how you get a lot of performance. Now, here's the bad news. The turbine blades, every one of them are laser drilled with hundreds of cooling holes. Those cooling holes take bleed air that's poured through the engine, comes up through the blades, and bathes the blades in a cooling film of air. Well, cooler than the gas bath. Now, here's where the problem is. When you fly in the Middle East into all that dust, you can glaze those blades over with glass made by melting sand, and that's when you start having issues. So a little bit of jet engine stuff there today, Dale. W50G N5BE 73.
I tell you, I'm glad that you came in there with all that, because that's absolutely fascinating to me. And the search for the proper material that can withstand that increased heat to improve efficiency and also dissipate the heat so that you can't see it if you're trying to remain stealth there. So how do you manage all that? You got a lot of bowling balls to juggle at the same time. Anyway, very interestingly, and I knew that you'd have some great comments there. And we'll look forward to some of your future comments about these a very fascinating subject to me, the adaptive propulsion concept. Anyway, we'll just all stay tuned, I guess. Any other comments? Call now, W50G. All right, we'll go ahead and close the net, move over to Echolink. If you'd like to join us there, you're most welcome to do that. We'll have an extended 73 round there on Echolink. And we are on the AFFC node of Echolink. And you can find us under the conference tab there in Echolink. This has been the Thursday edition of the Air Force's Flyers Club Net. Your net control has been W50G Dale in East Texas. I do appreciate all the participation, all the great comments and discussion on today's topic, and it's very interesting, at least to me, your humble host. And I do invite you to come back. We're on here every morning at 10 o'clock local Central Time, 1500 Zulu on 14290. 7 to 8 for now. W50G closing the net, returning the frequency to normal amateur use. God bless our troops and God bless the USA. W50G clear.